Okay, so I've been trying very hard to get this out by Christmas, and it looks like I'm just going to make it by a handful of hours here. I will upload the audiobook, Leaving the Illusion, a little bit later tonight. And I just want to warn you all, it is fiction, and if you're like me, you probably prefer nonfiction. And you get impatient with the storyline and all of the details. You don't want to know how tall the person is and what their jawline looked like and what their backstory is, because ultimately you're looking for information that's useful as it applies to our current situation in the world. I get that 100%. So I'll just warn you ahead of time. If you can just make it through the first 2 chapters, you will understand, starting at chapter 3, why a lot of the background information is useful. It all does weave into the story. Now, there are some scenes, like in chapter 1, that are there to draw the average person in. Keep in mind, I'm trying to reach out past the choir. This is my wife's favorite book of my 3 books. And I think she's more normal than I am. I know she's more normal than I am, and I think she's probably a lot closer to normal than a lot of the people who do want to sit around and read Quigley and Bernays and Russell and whoever else, read Diplomacy by Henry Kissinger. But this is the thing. The book introduces normal people to all of those writers and is able to summarize a lot of those points framed within a story that keeps their attention and doesn't feel like it's, paging through some stiff professor's, I don't know what the word is, horribly tedious writing to get to some basic pieces of information that you can use later. It's all presented in a way that's more useful to the normal person. So basically what I'm trying to say is this. If you're most interested in the part of the book where it starts weaving all of the nonfiction stuff in, you can skip the first 2 chapters. That's fine. But if you can tolerate the first 2 chapters, you'll understand later how a lot of that plays into the story and kind of amplifies the significance of what the protagonist is going through as he's dealing with the antagonist in the story. Anyway, for what it's worth, it won't cost nothing. I hope you enjoy it. And more importantly, I hope that it will help reach some of the other people who aren't taken back by that kind of stuff. Rather, they're able to be drawn into the story, and then as they're drawn into the story, the other information can be put in there. The nonfiction information can be put in there, and is then they're introduced to stuff that they didn't know before. So that's what we're trying to do. And that's it. Look for it a little bit later.